Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is you chose to stand up to him. He has the family. The scripture comes from 2nd Maccabees 8 and 30. And having an encounter with the forces of Timotheus and Bacchides, they killed above 20,000 of them and made themselves masters of strongholds exceedingly high and divided very much plunder, giving the maimed and the orphans and widows, and moreover the aged also, an equal share with themselves. So here's the message. God said that there is someone that wasn't treating you fairly, and because this person wasn't treating you fairly, you decided to go and speak to the family about this, like you complained about this. And whoever it is that you spoke to, they had this other person's back. And I just feel like this is a betrayal that happened long ago. It's still, you hold on to it, and it may not be like a grudge, but I just feel like you know that when it comes down to it, this person is always going to choose this other person over you. This could be a sibling thing. So maybe your older sibling was picking on you, and you go and you tell your parent, and your parent is like, well, maybe you should stop doing whatever it was that caused them to pick on you. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's understandable because sometimes it could be that you were playing with their toys. It could be that you had did something to irritate them. Maybe you changed the channel on the television. Maybe you were in their room invading their space. Maybe you were on their bed or trying to play with them and they didn't want to play, etc., etc. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is somebody that when you think about what it is that caused them to treat you that way, and the way they carried on treating you that way, and the way you were never defended, it made you feel as if it was just you and your existence that caused them to treat you that way, and that your existing was bothering the family. Because I mean, to a certain extent, it's one thing when you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you did something and your sibling is upset or irritated, or I'm thinking about how I used to, like when I was about two, um, one of my parents shared with me that I used to like to walk with my sister and her friends. But she was way older. She's older than me. Like she's way older than me, 12 years older than me. So she didn't want to walk around with her toddler little sister while she was with her friends. She wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And I like, from my perspective, I couldn't understand that. But from her perspective, it was totally different. But that's something that, you know what I'm saying, I would assume, because I don't even remember it at this point, what hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? As an adult, it's different. Like now I don't even hang out like that. Like I for sure wouldn't be concerned about walking around a neighborhood. But I feel like the adult version of that would be like, maybe you want to build a relationship with someone, or maybe it's something like that, or maybe it's something like that from when you were younger, or it's something that somebody is holding on to. Maybe there's something that was supposed to be given to you and it wasn't. It was given to somebody else and you weren't defended. Maybe it was something you were supposed to have, and I don't know. Maybe if it's multiple siblings, like every other sibling got a graduation party except you. Everybody else had they got like a car except you. Everybody else got this, everybody else got that, and you felt as if you were left out, or as if you were kind of like excluded from whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It could even be like Maybe you feel excluded from your family altogether. Maybe you have always felt like you didn't fit or you didn't belong. God says somebody felt like they never belonged with their family, or they felt as if they were the eyeball out. Maybe you are excluded from family celebrations. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, they throw little parties and they find any and every excuse why they not going to invite you. And you know what I'm saying, in reality, it's one thing I feel like when someone's family has a problem, like let's say they don't like that you drink. You know what I'm saying? There and I've experienced, I had a family member that was like that, but at the same time he was always invited. You know what I'm saying? It was never a situation like everybody complained, but he still came. So I feel like that's not an excuse as to why, oh, we're not gonna invite such and such because they get drunk. Unless they get fighting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Which I have seen. Baby, I was married to somebody that got like that. Baby, be ready to fight. Everybody over anything. Okay, don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody got time for that, yo. But you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's a difference between somebody that they always want to fight, somebody that just be mellow. You know what I'm saying? They chill, or they want to give hugs or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like as long as it ain't the wrong kind of, you know what I'm saying, like creepy type, but you know what I'm saying, I like RB, you know, I just feel like it just depends. And when it come down to it, did they talk to you about it? You know what I'm saying? And I took my time saying that, but I feel like it's relevant because, like, it's one thing when you know everybody is going to be over here, everybody's going to be over there, you know, this, that, and the third is going on, but you're not going to go because you know that they feel some kind of way when you drink. So you just going to pass it up, but you were invited. It's another thing when, you know what I'm saying, you're called together and you have a sit down and it's a talk and it's about your drinking and etc. And you know what, you're part of this family. We are not going to ever exclude you from a family event because that is harsh, cruel, and evil. So instead, we are going to remove all the liquor from the family event. This is a requirement. Nobody can drink because you can't drink, and it's not fair for everybody else to drink while you can't drink, and etc. Okay, or it could just simply be a situation where, like, you know what I'm saying, they hit different from somebody just, the family just all together getting together and saying, you know what, we just not gonna invite such and such no more. We just, I can't do this anymore. And you know what I'm saying, and like it hit different. What did you do? Were you trying to fight everybody, or was it a situation where you were like happy and trying to get along with like, I don't know, I guess it just hit different. But in reality, God said this is somebody like, it's some kind of situation where you got into it with somebody about something and everybody else took this person's side, regardless if this person is right or not. And simultaneously, I halfway feel like they not. And I'm saying that because, like, the examples that God has given me, because it's one thing when you decide that there's a problem between this person and that person and they talk about it. It's another thing when it's a problem between this person and that person, and you know what, that person, they just not involved in this family anymore if they not gonna just go ahead and let such and such do what they want to do. What is such and such do? Because it's one thing when such and such insist on taking your piece of the cake that's left over in the pan, and it's another thing when such and such is trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to or did sleep with your man. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. Baby, and I seen some of the Reddit posts about, you know what I'm saying, this person was invited to stay with this person and they decided to sleep with their man and they got pregnant and tried to throw the other person out the house. And I'm just, what in the world is going on here? And the family saying you need to get over it. Excuse me? Then we can be just fine. Baby, it's some things that are obviously and clearly off limits. I don't care if I'm just dating somebody. You better not bend over in front of him. Excuse me, we gonna have some problem. Who are you testing now? Who you playing with? And anybody trying to side with some mess like that, you allow to let somebody do it to your person. I bet it's gonna be a whole different story. It's gonna be a whole different story. Let somebody try you like that. And that's just the truth. Who gonna let that slide? Who is gonna be okay with that? It just ain't nobody gonna be okay with that. Just gonna be cool with, you know what I'm saying? What is this message? Baby, because for so I know that's for somebody you had somebody in your family. It, like, I guess it is like, you know, holidays come all throughout the year, but somebody you had, and I'm smelling some kind of seasoning too. I feel like there was some kind of situation where there was a family member that was either like they was trying to get with your person or they did. God said they did. They did. Somebody, family member, got with a person or something like that, or they tried to. Baby, it was obvious and clear what they was trying to do or what they did. And your family sided with that family member and told you you were tripping. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. The whole family need help. Everybody out of line. Everybody out of line and out of order. What is the Maury and Jerry Springer is going on here? Okay? Everybody out of line. What kind of backwoods mess is this? And my apologies to anybody staying in the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? I love the country. But this is like, what is going on? And that's the message. You know what I'm saying? God says somebody that thought you was supposed to share, giving the maimed and the orphans and widows and moreover the aged also an equal share with themselves. Ain't nobody sharing a person with you. Excuse me. I was supposed you. Oh, you think we supposed to share? They supposed to make sure you good and I'll be okay because I got them tomorrow. Girl, bye. We gonna fight. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. And see, even simultaneously, I can see these kind of people that think like this saying that you being selfish and you need to share. And you shouldn't have him every day. And he don't want to be with you forever. And he don't want to see your face every day. And he don't want to this, that, and the third. Let him be. He gonna make his own choice now. He will make his own choice now. First of all. Second of all, even if somebody was okay with their person stepping out every now and again, they ain't finna be okay with them stepping out with their cousin now. They not finna be okay with them stepping out with their friend. They not finna be okay with them stepping out with, you know what I'm saying, any other, sisters or parent, like elders, aunts and uncles, and you know what I'm saying, mom, parents. Like, oh no. No. Being reminded of something I said in the old video. What happened to the days when men were ashamed to cheat? And they would go all the way to the other side of town and make sure she don't know nobody. Make sure it is impossible that his wife find out. Baby. Baby. And why would a man even want to? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is so sloppy. It's like you don't care. You can't. It's impossible that you do. Okay? At 1444, as I say, it's impossible that you care. To be so sloppy. To be so inconsiderate. So evil. So wicked. Like, And for the longest, you know what I'm saying, men make it seem as if they don't understand the pain that cheating causes, but they do, because when it's done to them, they don't like it. So what I don't understand is why somebody that understands that cheating hurts would cheat with somebody that is obvious and clear their bride is gonna know. Why would he even like someone that understands the humiliation that cheating caused would even think to themselves, I'm going to cheat with somebody that is going to laugh every time they see my wife, and it just so happened they see her all the time. Every time they see her, they gonna laugh and think about us sleeping around. Or every time they see her, they gonna think about how we snuck and did this, and I had to hurry up and run away, and I had to do this, and how I'm just so desperate to cheat on her. How she's constantly laughing at my wife, and how desperate I am to ensure that I can sleep around with her. I'm pretty sure women that allow themselves to be in those positions, they get a high off of the fact that this man is so desperate to sleep with them that he's risking his relationship. Everything could crumble and fall if she finds out, but he's still doing it anyways. He's still gonna do it anyways, and everything could fall apart for him, but he want me so bad. Baby, God says somebody, it's like the whole friend group, the whole family, the whole whatever, they turned on you and said you was tripping and you need to share. Ugh. That's nasty. That's nasty now. It's nasty now. It's nasty. Don't nobody want to share. Not that. Like, it's one thing to share a sandwich. We could cut it in half, and you take that side, I take this side. We don't even have to cross. Our saliva doesn't even have to cross. That is disgusting that you want to, like, lay down with somebody that I lay, like, ew. I'm just being real. That's ew. Ew. And I get it that some people, they look at it differently. And I guess if, like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody has some weird kind of feelings towards you, or like something, like they might get a little rush because they slept with somebody you slept with. But baby, I just find it absolutely disgusting. And you know what I'm saying? I like that is just weird. It's like, it's reminding me of what's her name? The female rapper from way back, Jackie O. And it was she was doing her and Kaya got into it, and it was her diss back to Kaya where she was like, she a fan. That is some extreme, you know, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. That's weird now. That's weird now to get a rush out of sleeping with somebody just because they was with this person, or just because I know they dated this person and I get to date the same person that they dated. That is so. And I can see some men entertaining that. You know what I'm saying? I know some men, they don't care. Like, they just literally don't care. And you know what I'm saying? They literally don't care. And then it's some men that they desperate, so they don't care. Maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it is a situation which I feel like, I'm going to be real. When you have friends like this, it really, how do I say it? It kind of siphons out the weak links. You know what I'm saying? Because this one ain't gonna work. If my homegirl come up to you behind my back talking about y'all can do this, that, and the third, and you accept that, it ain't gonna work between me and you. Because you got a problem with Yeah, sin in general, but you have a lust problem. And thank you, Holy Spirit. You have a lust problem, and I can't get jiggy with that. You know what I'm saying? It should never be a situation where somebody, I know. You know we cool. You know we gonna be around each other. You know I would be able to find out. You know they gonna try to throw it in my face. You know it's gonna be a situation type situation, and you still go, man, stop playing with me. Stop playing now. You wanted to get caught. And anybody trying to defend some actions like that like this would be like it's a party going on. You hang around the same people every day. You and your party, y'all always together with these people. Y'all always together with these people every day. And they decide that they gonna start sleeping with somebody that's in that group. It's gonna be obvious. You might run and you might catch them. Like, where are they going? You know what I'm saying? Are they in the car, in the restroom? This is stupid. It's stupid. It is stupid. And then on top of that, any friendship you had with that woman is gone now. Y'all can't even be cool no more. Because she your op now. And it's like, this is like, I just feel like not even thinking that everything is going to be cool because, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this man was thinking because he can act like nothing happened and it's going to be fine that everybody else can. But this caused strife, this caused problems, and it may have caused a lot of chaos. And God is saying that this entire group, this entire friend group, family, whatever, they took these other people's side when they wronged you. They wronged you. That's wrong what they did. It should never be a situation where you out on date night with your man and he going to sneak off with somebody else. Like, this is somebody that single-handedly ruined your night and walked off like they didn't even care. They ruined, and like God said, for many nights, every time. And they knew what they were doing and they kept doing it. God said for some of you, this person would deliberately bring other people to it, make sure that you wouldn't interfere with them ruining your night and your relationship. And now they trying to act like they didn't do nothing wrong. God said they out of line and out of order. And trying to, you know what I'm saying, for somebody trying to scratch their head, wondering, they don't know what happened to y'all relationship. They thought it was so perfect and that everything was fine. They knew good and well it wasn't perfect, because if it was perfect, your person wouldn't have been sneaking off to go sleep with them. If it was perfect, your person wouldn't even be paying them no attention. If it was perfect, your person would have told them they can go ahead and stop coming. That way. 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 And I'm just being real. That's the message. God said, like, they wronged you. They wronged you. And they want to make it seem as if you wrong. You did not do anything wrong. It's not a situation where you are going to be forced into being in a relationship with somebody that is giving all of their love and affection to other people. And then on top of that, they want to sit there and put it in your face and make you deal with it. This is somebody that sounds so cruel. Every day you had to watch this person cheat on you and carry on flirting with the women they cheated on you with. And then their family and friends made you seem crazy. Baby, I could just see this being a situation where now this man is sitting around talking about you wrong because y'all not together no more, and is completely dropping the ball and accepting where they went wrong. completely dropping the ball. This is somebody that has people around coddling him. You didn't do anything. You don't deserve this. You should be this, that, and the third. And this should be this, that, and the third. And y'all should be this, that, and the third. Completely ignoring the fact that this person has cheated numerous times. Everybody saw. Nobody cared. Nobody thought to say, maybe you should take that somewhere else. Maybe you shouldn't bring your girl up here. Like nobody. Bless it, Lord. And now everybody think that you crazy because what you've been complaining about for months, for years, however long, you have finally said, he ain't gonna stop. I'm out. You finally said he ain't gonna stop. I'm out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like at a certain extent, like, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing, like I said earlier in this video, baby, this video is long. It's one thing when somebody has somebody that they just want to cheat with and they cheat with that person one time and they think, oh, this is a big mistake. I can't believe I did this. They were drunk. They want this. They want that, etc., etc. They beg for forgiveness and they don't do it again. It's another thing when somebody is carrying on a full-blown relationship, constantly talking and texting to someone, telling them, meet me up here at this time. Let's go here and do this, that, and the third. Planning and executing times to be spent with this person, regardless to where. Like, baby, God is showing me for somebody, this person used to go to, like, it was some kind of, like an office, like a doctor's office, to hang out with someone they were cheating on you with. They planned it every time. This is somebody that was just so devious. They insisted and threw it in your face and didn't care. And now they wonder why God is seeking judgment on them. They are scratching their head trying to figure out why is this, what happened here, and why is this, and why is that, and why won't they? And a lot of it pertains to you. Because those pesky feelings that they can't just hammer away, those pesky feelings that they can't drink away, the pesky feelings, it don't matter how many people they sleep with at this point, they can't just it away. They ain't going nowhere. And you ain't coming back. This is somebody that, you know what I'm saying, they cause this for themselves. Like, this is, you have to imagine how arrogant you have to be to not only know that you want to cheat continuously, but to have your mistress in your wife's face and think that at no point she's going to peep that and think that there's nothing that she could possibly do. And I know that, you know what I'm saying, in the past times, you know what I'm saying, it used to be a situation where most women, they didn't work and they had no choice but to stay. Because the family wasn't going to allow them to come back, and they just had to sit there and be abused, cheated on, mistreated, etc., etc. Some of them didn't even, like, they lost their lives just because they ain't have the, what could they do? But if it's a situation where the, you know what I'm saying, it's actually your house, and you know what I'm saying, it's actually yo this, that, and the third, man, it's a whole different story now. It's a whole different story when you can actually take care of yourself, when you actually, you know what I'm saying, when you got you. It's not going to be a situation where you just going to sit there and deal with it. It's not going to be a situation where you just going to have to get over it. This was a situation where somebody thought that you was going to sit there, get over it, and deal with it, and you said, oh no, we're not finna deal with that. You, like, this is somebody, they had a whole list of rules, and you told them whatever it is, how you felt. Your rules, they told you their rules, and they felt like they could do whatever they wanted to. Their rules was just for you. In reality, they did what they wanted to. You was like, I'm not accepting that. And you know what I'm saying? At first, they may have argued with you about that, but in reality, you put your foot down. God says this person is mad And there are family members, friends, whatever this is. This is like it's being seen as a family. It could be friends though. They are mad with you because they are not taking your side. They are feeling as if you are wrong. But God said you're not wrong. These same people, if it happened to them, they would be just as angry, if not more, than you are. So I feel like I can't stand when people do that. Because you know what I'm saying? Because it's not them, it's funny. Because it's not them, it's oh no, that's what's supposed to happen. Because it's not them. But once it's them, it's a whole different story. Don't come I ain't trying to hear that. And it's no way that anybody can fix their mouth and say that I deserved everything that just happened to me. I ain't deserved none of that. It's nobody that can come to me and fix their mouth and try to make me feel as if I was wrong in any shape, form, or fashion in that situation. It doesn't exist. There's nothing that you could come to me and say to make me believe that I was wrong and I deserve to be abused, cheated on, mistreated, and for him to try to take my life, then send people after me. Nobody. It's nothing you can say. It's no way that you can make me feel like that was right. After all of the stuff that he put me through that I ignore, it's nothing you can say. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And due to the fact that throughout the whole relationship, faithful, loyal, it's nothing that anybody can say to make me feel as if I was worthy of what I was subjected to. Nothing. And I feel like this is a situation where people trying to come up with all these excuses, but they fall short. They slip through the cracks because this is a situation where there is no excuse. And sometimes it's okay. Some people just don't like you now. Some people just don't like you. Regardless if they don't like your hair, maybe they don't like the color of your hair. They don't like the clothes you're wearing. They don't like the way you shape. They don't like your skin tone. They don't like the car you drive. They don't like the way you do your nails. They don't like the way you talk. They don't like this, that, and the third. Whatever it is, they don't like that about you, and it is what it is. And this is a situation where you were dealing with someone who had a bunch of people around them that did not like you. And because they didn't like you, it was funny when he cheated on you. Because they didn't like you, it was funny when he abused you. Because they didn't like you, you were supposed to accept this, that, and the third, and all other kinds of mistreatment that they wouldn't accept. Because they didn't like you. They felt like you deserved to be in a relationship that was more like being in a prison. That's what that was. But God pulled you out of that. You not in that no more. And now they mad and they trying to put all the blame on you. God said you didn't deserve what you went through, but you went through it. You not in it no more. And you not going back. And it ain't nothing that nobody can say to make you feel as if you deserve any of what you receive. There is nothing nobody can say. Nobody's perfect now. Nobody's perfect now. Nobody's perfect now. But that don't mean that you deserve what you receive. And that's the message. Because it hit different. Some people like to say that. But you ain't do everything right. It was times that you left the mop out. And it was times when you forgot to sweep. And it was times when this happened, that happened, and the third. And it was times when you went out to eat by yourself. And it was times when baby, none of those things. None of those things. None of those things. None of those things equates to so it's okay for me to cheat, or it's okay for me to hit you, or it's okay for me to do this, that, and the third at all. None of it. 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 Baby, God saying for somebody, someone was thinking they didn't want to wait on you to get out the tub, so they went next door, or they went around the corner, or they went here, they went there. No excuse. There is no excuse. And what's wild is you got to think, what if this person, because they so desperate, they can't wait 30 minutes, they so desperate, they go to somebody that got something that they can't give back. Like, it's just, like, God said it's not good for man to be alone. Man, that's why marriage was created, because it's not good for man to be alone. He saw that Adam was not happy by himself. But it shouldn't be a situation where God give you somebody and you decide that you still want to look for somebody else. You got yours already. Where are you going? God said somebody needed to sit down, but they refused to. And they were surrounded with people that told them they could stay standing up as long as they want to, until God forced them to sit. And baby, that's the message. And everything, they saying everything is your fault. Everything is your fault. Everything is your fault. Everything is your fault. It's your fault that he cheated. It's your fault he put his hands on you. It's your fault that you ended up going through this, that, and the third. It's your fault this. It's your fault that. God said it is not all your fault. It's not. In reality, if this man wasn't cheating on you, his heart wouldn't have hardened towards you the way that it did. He wouldn't have even put his hands on you. But because he insisted on going and chasing after other people, and you didn't like that, that caused friction in y'all relationship. Y'all relationship, boom, there it is. That's what it is. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. This is somebody, because they were cheating on you. They insisted on cheating on you. These different women kept giving them all kind of energies, spiritual demons, soul ties, and all of a sudden, your scent smelled foreign to them because they used to this person's scent. And now all of a sudden, the way you shape is funny to them because they used to that person's shape. And all of a sudden, they don't like this and they don't like that. But it's because they doing stuff they not supposed to. And they shouldn't be. And now their connection with the person they supposed to be connected to has been cut. It no longer exists. And now there's hate and anger there because now the person that they're supposed to love, instead of loving them, they see this woman as a problem because she is getting in the way of him chasing after that woman. And he feels like he's supposed to be with that woman because he has connected himself to somebody he ain't even supposed to be connected to and cut the cord with the person he's supposed to be connected to. And now he confused and he fighting his lover and chasing after his enemy. But baby, that's a story for another day. That's the message. God said they sitting around talking about it's your fault. He should have kept his thing in his pants then. That was an option. It was an option. Saying, nah, I got somebody is an option. Saying, nah, I'm married is an option. It is. It's an option. It was an option the whole time. I feel like God said for somebody, this person, they mind blown. It was the whole time. You could have said, I'm married. And guess what? Most women, respectable ones at the most, are going to be like, oh, okay, my bad, and keep going. Now, some will be like, so. And you know what I'm saying? That's like, do you really want to sleep with somebody? Like, I'm just being honest. What the kind of vibe going on? That you tell them that you married and they say they don't care? Could you imagine what she got going on? I could. Anyways, I could. And baby, that's why you gotta, baby, I hear. I ain't got time for it. And that's why I don't have time for nobody that cheat. And I don't condone it. And I don't deal with it. Because the women that these men be cheating with is off the chain. They off the chain. Like they don't have, they not locked down to nobody. They can do whoever they want to. So it ain't just him. Yeah, that part, that way. But you know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's the message, y'all. I'm done. And this is a 40-minute long video. Bless it, Lord. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.